This tank is the P-44 Pantera. This is an Italian Tier 8 medium tank, an autoloader. The map is Epic Normandy in the Frontline game mode. So in this game, what's going to happen is we're going to cap B. The enemy is, okay, oh, it doesn't show the attackers. I'm sorry, it's not showing the attackers. But basically what happened is I hit the tab key in the beginning of the game, and I noticed that a lot of the enemy team left cap B and they went to cap A. And because of that, at some point you're going to notice in the chat, it's probably going to be right around here, where I'm going to point out that the enemy team left for some reason. So because they left, it was very easy for us to cap. I just came over here. This is kind of like the spot that I enjoy capping. I'm going to explain why. You're going to use this house to block the enemy from hitting you, unless, of course, they go over here. And the tanks that are over here, they tend to try to come out through this way, and then there's a lot of tanks that kind of hide behind here. So this is one of the safer spots. Another one that I use is up here on the slope. And there is a gap between this building. If you want to take a shot on someone, you can move forward and shoot through the building and hit the tanks that are parked behind it. Okay, so we're not going to see the listing of enemy tanks. So because obviously that guy was a threat, I did have to move a little bit. This actually might be, okay, you see in the chat I said enemy left B. That's where I noticed a large number of enemy tanks left the zone. This is a spot where maybe if you move a little bit more, you're safe from here, you're safe from here, you're safe from here. You just got to perhaps back up a little bit. Okay, so I knew we were going to cap this. But guess what's going to happen next? Because the enemy left B, they're going to have E undefended also. So it's going to be very easy for us to cap E. And not only is it going to be very easy for us to cap E, but I'm going to head straight to some of the objectives and do a lot of damage with one of my allies. So it's going to show you what a dumb move the enemy made. So I only did 495 damage, but you can see I'm already up to Sergeant. All you got to do is capping. The key to getting prestige has to do with sitting on the cap and resetting cap. There's people, we see over here in the chat, I advise people you should never leave B, about half the enemy team left. So now, I'm not the fastest tank necessarily on my team, but you're going to notice that my team is going to be very slow to advance into E. Even though, I'm sorry we don't see the enemy team list, even though the enemy has left E for the most part undefended, my team is just not going to do anything about it. And I've discovered, you could write in chat all you want, the enemy left E, there's nobody there, there's only 2 tanks there, and there's 12 of us, we should go and cap it. Your allies just won't listen. So you'll notice that I'm notifying my team that E is undefended. Let's rush it. Of course, it's not going to happen because all the Unicums are going to have a better plan. They're going to go to A. It's not a smart idea. You should really check to see what's going on by pressing the tab key to see how many enemy tanks there are before you decide if you're going to go to the A flank. You can see the WZ-120 is heading towards A. The low, I'm not sure. But notice that the Somua, I don't know, it doesn't look like he's heading north. So I'm notifying my team that Cap E has 3 defenders, and you'll notice that my allies did not head into Cap E. I'm going by myself. My allies decided to go elsewhere, and like I said, I've been playing this game for a long time. No matter how much you ask people, hey, let's go cap, there's only 3 enemy tanks and there's 12 of us, your allies just won't do it. So the WZ went to cap A. The low and the Somua are slowly making their way north. T-34B looks like he's going into C. I noticed that I did not get spotted. And I know that there's only 3 enemy tanks, the Udas, the P-44 Pantera, who's in the south. Oh, at that point I was like, I can't believe I almost flipped this tank. Okay, so I park over here. This is one of my favorite places. I did play a game where someone said, please don't destroy the wall on Cap E. That's what he's talking about. There's other players that like to park here. You can also park behind this building next to that wall because they'll drop artillery next to the building, but you can go behind the building. No one will drop arty there, and the wall will stop you from being spotted. Okay, so we are going to advance a little bit. So you'll see that we've only got a few seconds left. I might actually get reset. This is one of the things I don't like about the game. And I have engineering. I thought that you cap really fast with engineering, but it seems like it doesn't. Maybe it's a bug. Okay, let's see what happens. I went up the next level. I'm up to captain. I only did 755 damage. And again, there's only a couple enemy tanks. So I know that the P-44 Pantera ally, who is right over there, look how long it took for all these tanks to get to this position. I was the only one there. I play very aggressive because I assume that the enemy is stupid and doesn't know how to play, so I go for the land grab. So me and the P-44, we're going to head towards either Objective 1 or Objective 2, and we're going to do some damage. I'm going to advance it. You can see the P-44 is with me. I decided to come out to this line. When you have something like recon, I try to use it immediately in a logical place because it takes 3 minutes to recharge. You run it as often as possible and use it as often as possible. So I got spotted. Okay, there I am. I got spotted by the objective. This gun doesn't have high penetration rounds, but actually being able to penetrate the side is really good. I believe that someone is going to come after us, so I'm not sure if we're going to easily succeed here. You want to use high explosive rounds, and you want to aim for these vents. You can do, 30% more damage by hitting those vents, but you got to have the high explosive rounds on your tank. So we got some enemy tanks coming after us. I'm going to keep an eye on them, and my plan is to just keep on shooting at that objective. Even if they shoot at me, focus on the objective. Even if I only get one shot in, keep on working on the objective. I think I wanted to ram that tank, but he evaded me. Okay, so we killed that objective. We got 9 minutes left in the game. You can see that I capped B and E. We're doing good on time. If you get to 6 minutes left in the game, that's not good. If you've capped everything and you got 6 minutes and you got 3 objectives, you got to rush to kill everything. It takes around 2 minutes to kill an objective by yourself, or it could take more than 2 minutes. Having 6 minutes left, when the timer gets to 6 minutes, you got to hit those caps. Because I have a high ping time, so I use the auto aim a lot. Now it's weird that it's saying that the vehicle arrives in 6 seconds, but I'm obviously already in the game. So I decided to respawn at cap C. This might be a high penetrating gun. I did upgrade this gun to the highest gun, but I don't remember when I did it. Now what's going to happen here, when you get on that cap, if you get down to like half your hit points and there's a lot of enemy tanks there, just get off the cap. Get off the cap, go to the repair facility, get back on the cap. I'm going to be honest with you, I often fail to do so. I often say, okay, when it gets to 50%, I'm going to get off the cap, and I often get clobbered. The other issue is, look at that. There is a little truck right over here. Use the truck to protect your lower plate. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. This video, I've already showed you the part of the game that I wanted to show you, which was that the enemy left A to go into B, so we easily capped A, and then there were only 3 tanks in E. We easily capped E. I was the first one there. My allies were slow to get there. I work on capping. That's what I usually focus on, which is why I came to C. And the fact is, I actually play C so often. I'm sure that like 8 out of 10 games I'm playing on cap C. For some reason, I just keep spawning on Cap C. I'd say 50% of the time I'm defending Cap C, maybe 30% I'm attacking, and the rest of the time on A or B. Rarely attack on A, rarely defend on B. It's just the same thing over and over again. Okay, so I'm coming again. You'll notice that I'm going to position myself to use that truck. Okay, maybe I'm not. Again, I don't know if this is a high penetrating gun. It looks like we got some bugs in this replay. I'm sorry, some features in this replay. Undocumented features. It's not showing how well we're doing on capping. We got a lot of allies here. I decided to advance. And there you have it. So we're going to fast forward. He's going to luckily get away. So because I have the higher penetrating gun, what I usually do at this point is I'm going to head straight towards the cap. We do have 8 minutes left. 8 minutes is actually pretty good. We have plenty of time to win this game. I think we actually lost this game. I'm not sure. I usually head for the cap because I play to win the game. And the winning strategy is to cap or reset cap. It's almost impossible to kill all. It can happen, but it's nearly impossible. It's not outside the realm of possibility. So you can see it. This is the point where I'm heading for the cap, and I did an air scout, and I'll probably do smoke in a short time. I often am the first one to do anything in the game. If you wait for your allies, they'll just never show up. So I get on the cap, I often die, get on the cap again, die again, get on the cap again before my allies start showing up. That's frequently happens. Really doesn't bother me that much because I just play for fun. I really don't care if I win or lose. I will allow myself to do something stupid just to be fun. And I'm a high risk taker. Like when I play, I say something like, okay, I'm going to go all by myself. I'm going to scout out this territory. I try to find something challenging to do, and then I do it. And that's the way you learn. You got to play a challenging game if you want to be a better player. So unfortunately, I lost my shot because I got hit by the artillery. We capped F. Okay, so you see this guy, Marcos. It looks like Marcos and we both became general. I don't think this was a high damage game for me. You know, I really don't do a lot of damage in the game. I get most of my prestige by capping. And it's very easy to become general. I don't do it every game because I primarily play to level up my tanks. You know, so I play crappy tanks. Most of my tanks are leveled up. I really only have the P-44 Pantera, this tank, and all the new tanks like the British light tanks. There might be another line that I haven't gone through yet. But I've got almost everything at tier 10. I've only got a few tanks or like a few thousand EXP away from tier 10 from almost every tank. And once I level them up, I'm just going to play my favorite tanks, the premium tanks, like the Progetto and the STRV, the killer tanks. STRV is absolutely a killer tank. You notice we got 7 minutes left. I'm going to tell you a secret. This is your reward for watching this far in the video. You see objective 5 over there, and you see objective 4 over there. If you position yourself perhaps where this TS5 is, and you have a tank like an STRV, you can destroy objective 4 and destroy objective 5, respawn, go to objective 1, park over where I'm pointing on the mini map, where that maybe more over there, and kill objective 1 and win the game. It's an easy way to win. I don't tell people about it and I don't play that way because it's kind of unfair. Too easy to win that way. But it's something you could do if you really want to. And you know what? If there's a minute left and we need to kill an objective, I'll pull out an STRV and I'll go to these positions and do it. But I don't do it as a matter of playing every game. So this position here is really good. You can hit those unicums that are over here camping in the back, like the T-44, and you can hit tanks like this VK-100. Look on the mini map, you can shoot down that road, plus you can hit objective 4. You just got to go where this T-44 is. So this is a really powerful position. But you do have to be careful because you can get in a crossfire. I usually use the auto aim when I'm shooting at long distance and the tank is moving away from me or towards me because of my high ping time. I have games where my shot might go on a 1 second delay. My shots go all over the place because of my high ping time. So you can see I just turned around and now I got shots on this VK and I got shots on objective 4. So when I first started playing, I was going after objectives, and then I started going after caps. Now I'm doing more of the kilt tanks to help out my team because I want my team to be able to advance, and if there's a lot of enemy tanks, they just won't advance. So I'm doing it because I think it's the right strategy for my team. I don't do it to farm damage. My team will not advance if there's too many enemy tanks in front of them. So it seemed like I was able to fire the shot, but for some reason I didn't. It's probably a ping related issue. There's a little bit of a delay. And what happened was you don't see the results of the delay in the replay, but the EBR probably fired at me around the same time that I was firing at objective 4. And because of the ping delay, my shot was excluded. The packet arrived after his shot. So mine got excluded. What happens is sometimes when I die, I shoot my gun, there's a little bit of a pause, I get killed. It doesn't happen to you if you got normal ping, but it happens to me. Okay, so here I am with the Pantera. I went basically to the same area where I was before, where I had just died was basically right over here behind me. And I'm going after the objective 4. And I destroyed objective 4. I don't know if I had destroyed objective 1 or if my ally did. So now we got objective 5. We only have 4 minutes left. It's enough time to do it. But it's like I said, it's possible that we might not pull it through. You can see that my ally is in front of me, my platoon mate. It's weird. It just put up a notice saying that I got general, even though I clearly already had it. I wonder if this means that the game is over. For some reason, it seems like the game is paused. You know, it's possible that I lagged out or something. Okay. Oh, we won the game. Okay, so we killed objective 5. Game is over. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.